Hi everyone. I just thought I'd give my reaction to the coronavirus to all my followers out there. I haven't been on for a long time because I've just been working very hard behind the scenes, studying, upping my own qualifications as an RTT, rapid transformational therapist in hypnotherapy, together with my coaching that I've been studying a lot of. But the world's going through total turmoil at the moment, and I thought that I would just share a few thoughts and sentiments about the whole uproar and turmoil that the world is going through. I mean, this is a very interesting time in our lives. The whole world is being affected by it, and I think the media are really cashing in over here on taking full advantage of us, and creating fear and probably making a lot of money out of it as well by creating a scarcity mentality. And the reality is, I mean, there have been lives dealing with the coronavirus. There have been people that have unfortunately died. And one human being that dies is just one too many. But nevertheless, if we want to be clinically cold and look at the statistics, statistically, it just, if somebody, God forbid, does contract this virus, they've got a 95% plus chance of actual survival. The most important people are the oldest people, who are the most vulnerable. But if you're 60 or under, then it's not so bad. Your chances are even higher than 95%. So look, it is worse than the flu. The flu kills people too, but so do many other diseases. Kills a lot more people than 5%. And this is just a matter of time before it does boil over. They'll either find an antidote, or we'll all get it, or it'll all boil over. And I think the most important mindset to have, because that's what I do for a living, I try and help people with their mindsets to turn things around, because you are a product of the words and thoughts that you continuously tell yourself. What you present to yourself, actually, the mind works, it'll present it back to you. So we need to program our minds with realizing that we are going to get through this. Unfortunately, yes, there are people that won't, and we've got to be prepared for that. And I'm not taking away at all from the severity of that, but we can't walk around with our lives all day long living in fear. We are going to get through this. We will get through it. I know that, America and Australia and all around the world, things are just shutting down around us, but we are going to get through this, and we will get through it. I would really welcome anybody's comments or thoughts about this. It would really mean a lot to me. Let me know what your fears are. Let me know what ideas you've got, both negative or positive, about this coronavirus. I do know that, it was a terrible thing that started in China, and unfortunately, it's come to us. And I guess we need to, this is an opportunity for us to sort of get really deep with ourselves. I mean, I'm restricted at home at the moment. I can't go out because I had what we call a casual contact with a person that did contract the virus. Thank God he's getting better. But as a result of that, I've got to stay away from people as much as I can. Although I'm not in official quarantine, I am not allowed to go to public gatherings. That's what I was told by my doctor. And also professionally, I was told that, which is correct. My school has shut down. The places of Jewish prayer here in Australia, many of them have shut down for precautionary measures, which is a good thing. But that doesn't mean we have to cut off from the world, and it doesn't mean we shouldn't get depressed. Make sure, if you are stuck at home, get plenty of sunshine, plenty of sunlight. Try and do things to uplift you. And more importantly, from a relationship point of view, it's really a time to reflect on what is really important to us, and make sure the relationships that we have with people around us, it's a time to say those things to the people you love and care about, and try and get into a deeper connection of relationship with the people that are important to you. We don't know. I mean, this is a wake-up call for me. This is a wake-up call for you. This is a wake-up call for the world. We don't know how long we are here on this planet for, and we're here for a mission of goodness and kindness to bring this world to a better place, to a happier place. And there's always someone around you that you can reach out to and lift up, which is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to lift up other people as well. It's a very intense time, a very scary time for some of us, and I'm here to lift you up and let you know that most of us, including you probably watching this video right now, will get through this. There are better times ahead, and we've got to keep that perspective. Dr. Viktor Frankl, during the Second World War, during the Nazi camps, saw that there were two types of people that were going through the camps, the ones that died and the ones that survived. And he said that the people that had a will to live, something to look forward to, actually did survive. But those people that had no hope, they died. And my father also said something really interesting. Those people that thought of death became death. My father, a blessed memory, he didn't really know so much about self-help or the mind, but he knew enough to realize that it was as much as it was a game of physical survival, it was a game of psychological survival. And he said that if you would think death, you'd become death. So the opposite of that is, let's think of positive things. Let's try to think of things that are going to uplift us and drive us to be more positive and to be more having that will to live, having that good feeling where we realize that we are going to get through it. So if there's one message today for any of those people that are feeling scared and worried, I want you to keep telling yourself, I can get through this. I will get through this, because we will. And the mind learns through repetition. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad or right or wrong. Whatever you tell your mind, the mind lets it in. And if you tell it to yourself long enough, you'll start to begin to believe it. So my message to you all is, think good, it'll be good. Let's see it turn around. It will with time. Look at the statistics, not the sensationalism, and you'll see that 95+% of the world have survived, will survive, and probably you will too. Okay, bye for now.